You're such a dream to me.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jessica B here, and I'm back with another video. So I'm doing my long-awaited eyebrow tutorial for you guys today. I get asked so many questions about my eyebrows. Like, so many people have asked me to do a tutorial, so I'm coming on here to spread the good news to share with y'all my techniques for my eyebrows. So if you are interested, then just keep watching. So the very first step is, of course, I brush my eyebrows out with a spoolie or whatever it is that you use. And then this step is optional because I know a lot of people get their brows waxed, but I don't. I like to plug my own eyebrows, and I've been doing it for so long that it really doesn't hurt that much anymore. So whether you pluck or give them tweezed, they need to be cleaned up. I mean, if that's your preference. If you don't like to clean up your eyebrows, then whatever. But I have to clean mine up for them to come out as best as they can. So I go in and I pluck any little hairs that I feel are out of place, because that's when I feel like my brows come out the best, and it makes them look like I just went and got them waxed or threaded. So alright, so then you're just gonna go in with whatever you're gonna be filling your brows in with. For me, I'm using the LA Colors Dip Brow. I think this is just in the color dark brown. And of course, you're gonna also need an angle brush or any other kind of brush that you feel comfortable with using. Of course, for me, I have to have an angle brush just because I like precision. And this angle brush is so small that it really gets right up under my brow. So this is what works for me, but whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be an angle brush. Use whatever you like. All right, so this step is so important. It's so vital to a really good brow, right? So you want to take one of these 3 fingers that I just held up, and you want to take one of those fingers and lift up your brow wherever your arch is, or wherever your arch is supposed to be, because I know some people don't have arches, but wherever you feel like your arch is supposed to be, take one of those fingers and you lift your eyebrow up while you're filling your eyebrow in, and I promise this is gonna make your brows come out 10 times better than they ever have before. Trust me, take my word for it. So once I start filling my brow in, of course I start from the bottom, and I just do really light strokes. Really light strokes. You don't want to start off too heavy, especially in front of your brow, because then it's going to give you that really block effect. It's going to give you that block effect, and you don't want that, okay? You want your brows to look really natural, especially in the front. And if you want them to get a little darker towards the end, that's cool. But you don't want your eyebrows to start off dark in the front. So use really light handed strokes, okay, girl? And I don't go all the way through my brow with this pomade. I really just outline my brows and then kind of do my tail with it, because I have another product that I go in with just to keep them looking really natural, because I feel like this pomade is so thick and it's dark, so it would just make my eyebrows look like I drew them on with a Sharpie. So I don't go through my entire eyebrow. I just outline my eyebrow with this. Okay, so now to complete my brows, I'm going in with my Beat Up Pro Fusion eyebrow kit. I love this kit. I got it from TJ Maxx for I think like $8, and it's so good. So I'm going to be using the darkest shade in there. I'm going to be using the light brown and the dark brown combo, and I'm taking the dark shade and I'm putting it towards the end of my brow, so the tail and like towards the middle, and then the lighter shade I'm using that at the front of my brow just to keep the gradient effect. And this is also to kind of set the pomade, because it is like a It's a cream, so if you get too hot, then it might run. I don't know. So just like you would set your face with powder, I set my eyebrows with some powder. Okay, so don't judge me, but I use a little bit of hairspray, whatever kind of spray I have. This is Freeze It. Sometimes I use Got To Be. Sometimes I use Got To Be gel. But I just put a little bit on my spoolie, right? For the front hairs, to make them a little sparse, make them stand up. I don't know why, I just like that look, so I have to use something, you know, to freeze the hairs in front of my brows. And I mean, it's hair, so like hairspray and gel is cool. They even make gels for your eyebrows to set them, but I don't have any, so I use whatever I have, whether that's hairspray or some gels, Got To Be gel, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you don't want to do this step, then you skip it, but this is all a part of my process. Okay, so now comes like the most critical part of your eyebrow process, in my opinion, and that is cleaning up the brows. So I just use the Believe Beauty You're Covered concealer, and I just go in and clean up my brows. I don't drag the concealer all the way down because I'm not doing any eyeshadow or anything like that. I want my brows to look as natural as possible, so I use a concealer that's closest to my skin tone, just a little bit lighter, just to give it that highlighted look underneath. But I don't do anything extremely extra with my concealer. I use the smallest angle brush I can find and a little bit of concealer and just clean up my brows so they look like I just went and got them freshly done. And then I go in with a fluffy brush and I just clean up my brows, clean up the concealer, get rid of any marks or streaks that I could have possibly left behind. So this brow right here gives me the hardest time, and I don't know why, but it's like I can do the other brow with ease and I know it's gonna come out perfect, but when it comes to this brow right here, it's just, I don't know, she don't ever want to come out exactly right. But whatever, your eyebrows are definitely not twins, they are sisters, so they're gonna have some differences, but as long as they come out equally good, then it is okay. As long as one of them is not like way bigger than the other, you know, then you're good. You don't have to make them look 100% identical because they're not going to be anyway. Just as long as they both look good, it's fine. And y'all, that is literally all I do to my eyebrows. I don't have like 1,000 different steps that I go over. This is just 1, 2, 3 and go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little eyebrow tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.
You're such a dream to me.